I'm in South Korea. Does South Korea live up to the hype? From K-drama to K-pop to the fashion, the food. I'll be asking tourists, people who live in South Korea, does South Korea live up to the hype? So you know what to look out for. Your names?
Kyla.
Kelsey.
Nice, and where are you from?
I'm from Finland.
Miami.
Nice, and how do you know each other?
Dance. Dance.
Dance?
Yeah.
Okay. We're here?
Yeah.
Okay, what brought you both to South Korea?
Dance.
Do you care to elaborate? What does that mean, dance?
We're dancers.
Yeah.
Professionally?
We came to train here.
Okay.
Yeah. She wants to become professional.
Yeah.
Okay, as in like choreographer, backup dancer?
Backup dancer, like anything entertainment.
Same for me, and I just want to up my skills.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, does South Korea live up to the hype?
I think it depends.
Okay.
Depends. For example, I would say for holiday, sure, but I would not want to live here.
Okay. How long have you been in South Korea? How many times? You said you've been
This
here?
is my 5th time.
5th time?
Yeah.
Break down to us all the times you've been here. How long?
Every single time has been around 1 to 2 months, so...
So you probably spent up to a year here maybe? Or coming
Almost.
up? Almost.
Yeah,
Nice. Wow.
almost.
I'm also here on again, off again. So most times I'm here maybe every 1 to 2, maybe 3 months.
And how many times have you come?
3.
3.
So almost a year.
And how long have you been here on this trip?
I just got here, so not even a month.
And you?
I have been here now for 3-ish weeks.
So you said it depends in terms of, for tourists you think it's not overhyped, but to live here it is.
No, the other way around.
To live here it's overhyped.
Yeah.
But as a tourist it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I thought that's what I said. Okay. So explain that.
It can get lonely if you're here, especially if you come as a solo traveler. It's really hard to get to know people, especially if you want to get to know locals. It's really, really hard. Even foreigners, it can be really hard to get to know. As I feel like there's a lot of competition here, maybe.
What do you mean by competition?
I feel like a lot of foreigners don't like seeing other foreigners here.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So how have you found it making friends, whether Korean or non-Korean?
We go to the same studio, so it's like it's easier to meet people that way, I would say.
As a tourist, it's not overhyped. So why is that?
There's quite a lot of things to do, especially because like I come from Finland where it's pretty boring. There's not much to do there.
Sure.
It's really different here.
Okay.
A lot to do. The food is amazing. The nightlife is fun.
And you?
Competition, can I talk about competition?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I feel like everyone who comes to Seoul all comes to Seoul for the same goal. So most people, at least in our environment, because we're dancers, so everyone who comes here, they want to do something in entertainment.
Okay.
Which makes things sometimes it's much complicated because like I'm kind of like a supportive kind of girl.
Sure.
So I like to support everyone, but not everyone is like that. Especially when you're a dancer, so that puts like a lot of pressure on you.
What advice would you have for anyone to make the most of their time in South Korea?
Go with the flow.
That's it.
Go with the flow. Okay. It depends what the flow is, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But I guess like just experience stuff here. Like don't say no easily, I would
Okay.
say.
So I mean, be open-minded.
Be open-minded, but
Yeah.
not in the Hongdae boy way. Not in the Hongdae boy way.
You're gonna have to elaborate to me what the Hongdae boy is, because I don't know. No, what's the Hongdae boy?
The Hongdae boy thing is where boys in Hongdae will ask foreign girls if they live alone or if they're open-minded. I'm sure you can.
Okay.
Okay, connect the dots.
Okay.
You visiting a question? Do you live alone?
Only if you're open-minded.
So talking about Hongdae boys, what's your been experience with this Hongdae boy thing?
It's basically, if like I've been walking around here by myself at night after dance class, for example, and a guy will come up and be like, "You're cute. Do you live alone? Or are you open-minded?" We all know what that is. What they're
Do they
trying
use those
to-
exact words?
Yeah, they use those exact words. Not even lying. It's not exaggeration.
That
at
sounds like
all.
some kind of pickup artist frame or something.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, of course, yeah. It does. What, you'd be surprised. I bet it works with like 1 out of
I'm
1,000.
sure there's
But yeah.
girls that will go
Alright.
for it.
So ladies,
but-
watch out for Hongdae boys.
Yeah.
Aside
Yeah.
from Hongdae boys, how do you feel as a woman here in South Korea? Do you feel safe as a woman
I
here?
feel relatively safe.
I would say yeah. I feel safe.
All right. And what advice would you have for women, if you any specific ones coming to South Korea?
I would say don't be naive.
Okay.
You're talking about me?
Oh.
No, not in that way. Don't be naive. Know your limits. But if you want to have fun, have fun.
Don't do anything you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
How long have you been in South Korea?
It's about 8 years now.
Nice. And what brought you here?
My wife's Korean. Yeah, we've been married for about 12 years. Yeah, we lived in London and just thought about having a change. We came out to Korea 8 years ago. Yeah, long time.
Where are you from?
Brighton.
Okay. So
Yeah.
from the UK, British.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Cool. Does South Korea live up to the hype?
Is there hype? I don't know. Like, I think that's the thing. I don't think a lot of people really know a lot about Korea. I know there's like a lot lot of K-dramas, like K-pop. But I think like people, they're more like familiar with like Japan, I think. But yeah, but for me, it's been great. Yeah, so far.
Before you came to South Korea, what did you know about it?
I didn't know much. I knew like Ji-sung Park, the legend Man United midfielder. That's pretty much about it.
And what do you love about South Korea? What's something you enjoy about it the most?
What I like about it the most is I've got a great like work-life balance. I'm an English teacher, so it means I've got like my mornings free. I can go for a walk with my dogs, go to the gym, like read a book, watch a movie. So I love having free time, because when I was in London, I was always stressed out about work and getting like thinking about reports and meetings. So here I've just got the work-life balance, and that's probably the best thing about it.
What advice would you have for anyone coming to South Korea to make the most of their time here? As someone who's been here for 8 years.
Go to Han River. Like Han River's not far from here. You can hire a bike, cycle down there like during the spring or autumn, and it's really nice. Like it's great scenery. It's a really chilled out vibe. And you can order fried chicken, have a beer. So yeah, go to Han River. I think that's probably the best thing to do.
Fantastic, awesome.
Katie.
Katie, nice to meet you. Where are you from?
I'm from the US originally.
And how long have you been in South Korea? How long will you be in South Korea?
We got here on Friday, so it's been 6-7 days. It's been a week, and then I have another day here, so.
Does South Korea live up to the hype?
I definitely think so, yeah. I wasn't sure how much it was going to be the same as like K-dramas and K-pop and stuff, because there is a lot of hype around it. So I was trying to temper my expectations, but pretty much everything has been as good, if not better, than what I expected, I would say.
What was your expectation and what's been the reality?
Just kind of like the things that I see in dramas, from the way that people eat to the things that people say, or just the spaces and everything. So, and since I've also been to other Asian countries like Japan and stuff, it's cool to see the differences and the similarities between them. So I think based on all of those kinds of expectations, it's met/exceeded all of them. So
What's been the highlight of your trip?
there are a lot of highlights. I really enjoyed dressing up in the hangbok a lot more than I was, not more than I was expecting, but I really enjoyed that. It's not something that I would do if I was traveling like by myself. So it was great to have that experience in the palace. I think it added a lot. I liked the Han River cruise, the DMZ tour, yes. How could I forget that? Yeah, it was really cool because we got to talk to a North Korean defector and hear about her story, which was really interesting. And then as a history teacher, I also am really interested in that kind of stuff. So it's a great way to bring stuff to life. So yeah, I've enjoyed everything that we've been doing.
For anyone coming to South Korea, what would you recommend they should do to make the most of their time here as a tourist?
I think that you should definitely have a good knowledge of where you're staying and how long it's going to take to get from place to place, because it definitely requires a lot of kind of planning or forethought to think. You have to be strategic about what you're going to see because there's so much to see. So, if you want to go to specific markets or if you want to go to specific neighborhoods, some of them might have restricted hours. So in order to pace out your time, you should definitely see like, okay, what are the main things that I want to do? And then have those main things, but then also be a bit flexible and spontaneous and say, oh, this street looks really cool, I'm gonna go down it. And then you might have some random cool stuff that might happen. So I think it's a good balance that you have to do, because I don't often think about how long it takes to get places in public transport.
And how have South Koreans treated you as a foreigner?
Pretty good. Yeah, I haven't had any issues, and I'm usually seen as very approachable, I think. So people have been, trying to practice their English with me and stuff. So I think they've been very tolerant and also not staring or things like that. I haven't felt uncomfortable at all.
Great, fantastic. Thank you so much.
Manon.
Max, where are you from?
I'm from Holland.
Germany. And how long have you been in South Korea?
11 days or 12?
Nice. And how long will you stay in total?
About 2 weeks.
2 weeks? Okay, great. So, does South Korea live up to the hype?
Yes.
I'd say so, yeah.
Yes.
How so?
Definitely. Well, we've gone around the whole country, and not just style-wise, it's pretty out there, it's pretty cool, but also architecturally, it's quite nice. It's got a lot of nature, it's diverse.
I love the interior and all the cafes. I think we did more of a cafe tour here in South Korea than anything else.
So Max, you said you've been all around South Korea. What do you mean by that? Where have you been?
We've gone to Busan, we've gone to the Jeju Island, we've gone to Jeonju,
And-
Jeju,
Jeonju.
Wow, you're not joking. You have done quite a few. Okay. What's been the highlight of your trip so far?
Busan for me.
Why is that?
It's in the southeast. It's right on the ocean. Well, it's got pretty much everything. It's a huge city, lots of skyscrapers, but it just stretches along the coastline. But you also got a lot of green spots. So I think you have over 100 mountains within Busan. So
And it's also nice for running. It's nice because there's a lot of paths around the ocean without traffic lights. So really nice.
And is that your highlight of South Korea as well?
I really like Busan. I think it's kind of a mix between Barcelona and Singapore, and I love Barcelona, so it's really cool. But I also really like the Jeju Islands.
What made you want to come to South Korea of all places?
a wedding.
You get married? Or somebody else's?
Friends of ours are getting married
Okay.
and we got invited, so we
Are they
couldn't
Korean?
skip.
Or...
The bride is, yes.
Oh, nice. Okay, fantastic. Well, congratulations to the bride and groom. How have South Koreans treated you as a foreigner?
Extremely polite.
Yes.
So very respectful, always trying to help us out because we don't know anything. So also since she's a vegetarian, it's not been so easy in terms of the food, but they've always been very willing to help.
Nice. And what advice would you have for anyone coming to South Korea to make the most of their time here?
I would generally say do some research up front because there's so much to see so that you can kind of angle and plan your trip according to what you want to see. Yeah.
Also, I think it depends on what you want to see. Like, there's a lot of shopping, so if you want to make your trip around shopping, then you can do that. But also, I'm really into interior, so for us, it was really nice to see nice cafes and hotels with nice interior. So depends a bit on what your interest is, and then you can narrow it down to that.
And also plan a little more time. Take a little more time. Have rather 1 or 2 days extra to actually, because you're gonna find something that you're gonna want to see again, or you didn't expect.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I'm here with your names.
Anya.
Anya.
Serene.
Serene, nice. And where are you from?
Canada.
Canada.
And I'm from New York.
And what brings you to South Korea?
I work here.
And I'm a student here.
Nice. So you work here. What do you do?
I'm a teacher.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yeah.
And how long have you been here?
Almost a year.
Almost a year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me, I've been here 4 years already.
Wow.
Yeah.
What are you studying?
Biology.
Oh, wow. So this is good because most people I've asked so far have been tourists. So this
Yeah,
is good
I
that
think
we've
so.
had a long-term people. So does South Korea live up to the hype?
I personally think it does, yes.
After 4 years, you still think it lives up to the hype?
Yes.
All
That's
right.
why I've been here that long.
And you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think so.
So let's start with you. 4 years here, studying biology at university, clearly.
Yeah.
Why does it still live up to the hype?
I mean, for me personally, it's really similar to New York.
Really?
So yeah, it's a big city, but it's better here because, you know, it's cleaner, the people are nicer. So I've had better experiences, I think, here.
Okay. And you?
It's nothing like.
Where are you from in
nothing like
Canada?
Alberta.
Alberta, okay.
And
Is
there's no people and
Oh.
there's nothing to do. So this is a trillion times better, always.
What's your favorite things to do in South Korea?
There's a lot of things. You have to specify. At least
What
give me
comes
a...
to mind? Your top 3 things to do?
Going
I
to
like-
cafes.
Yeah, going to cafe. I like karaoke a lot.
Oh,
It's
really?
really cheap
Money
here.
back, yeah.
I don't know. I just like to eat a lot, so I like going to different restaurants.
What's your
and
favorite
stuff.
Korean food?
Ooh, probably kimchi jjigae.
Okay,
Kimchi
nice.
stew. That's my favorite. I
Nice.
think.
And you? Favorite thing to do in South Korea?
Going to cafes.
Yeah?
And like just walking everywhere. There's just something to see all the time.
Alright. People get really butthurt when I do videos and I mostly focus on the capital city. So outside of Seoul, where have you really enjoyed going to?
She likes Busan. I like Gangneung.
Oh, nice.
It's like on the water. So if you get a hotel that's by the beach, it's really nice.
Nice.
But go during like peak weather because then it will be really cold. So there, I
On
think
the
it's my
water.
favorite place.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you like about Busan?
It's similar to Seoul, but it's more mellow. It's like a very nice place to go and relax and
Okay.
like take a break.
And as foreigners, how have you been treated by South Koreans in this country?
I've not had a bad experience in the time that I've been here at all.
What's your Korean like?
She's fluent.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Say something for us in Korean.
Like what?
Anything, what comes to mind? What's your message to Koreans in the world in Korean?
I don't know.
Nice.
I hate being put on the spot. I'll just introduce myself. 안녕하세요 여러분. 저는 아냐라고 해요. 그리고 미국에서 왔는데 대학생이고.
Alright, cool. Have you had any awkward situations with Koreans that you found?
I'm sure you have.
Okay, obviously there's stairs, but I feel like that's normal
Yeah,
for
yeah.
any foreigner. And like, I don't know, I think my hair, but it's not bad experiences. They always ask me if I got a perm.
Okay.
Because Koreans get perms to have curly hair,
Yeah.
but obviously it's not a perm.
That's
So
natural.
it's just funny
Okay.
to like conversate with the Koreans
And how long has
about
it been red? Your hair?
Red?
Yeah, this color.
Like a month. I
Okay.
have to actually redo
Okay.
because
You look great. You look great.
Thank you.
And what's dating been like in South Korea for you? Oh, okay. Scratch your head.
Yikes.
Yikes, here we go. Why is it yikes?
Korean guys are just just in general. Anybody here is just not it.
Korean or not.
I need some more specification. What's the not? What's been the issue?
Very jealous, really big jealousy problems.
Have you dated a Korean guy?
Not dated,
But-
just
but-
like situationship, yes.
So tell us about a situationship.
This is very bad, but he used to work at this club that I used to go to.
Okay.
And it just happened, He's also Korean American. This is very important. And he was supposed to go back to the US, but did not tell me. And then he just left without even telling me. Yeah.
You got ghosted.
I did.
International ghosting.
And then he came back to Korea and then hit me up.
Reappearing. Ta-da!
Yeah. So that was.
And what happened when he hit you up again? Did you say,
No, I did not respond.
good on you?
I did not respond.
Don't get ghosted a second time.
Yeah,
That would be
I'm
really
not letting
embarrassing.
anyone do that to
Yeah.
me. I'm good.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice now. Like, what advice would you give for anyone coming to South Korea to make the most of their time here?
I think personally, just go with the flow. Because I feel like if you always have like an itinerary, then you miss out on a lot of like small things, So I think that's my biggest piece of advice.
You're the second person who said go with the flow. So you talked about the whole kind of hierarchy aspect. That can be very hard for people to go with the flow with. How do you manage that and navigate that in terms of going with the flow?
I think after a while, like, I don't mean like you need to experience it for a month, but like after a bit, you kind of understand it. Also, as foreigners, I feel like they don't really expect it,
as high.
especially the tourists. They don't expect it right away. But
But I
feel
think with
yeah.
go with the flow too, it's like don't expect it to be like America or North America. You have to want to learn
Yeah, I feel like also.
and act, in a certain way. Not expect everyone to accommodate to you.
I love
Yeah,
that. So
yeah.
learning and adapting to the circumstances.
Yeah.
And anything else?
That's it.
You're amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Solomon, nice. Where are you from?
I'm from Switzerland.
Nice. And what brought you to South Korea?
The music in general, yeah.
What do you do?
I do music and I was a graphic designer at home.
And how long have you been here?
I've been here for 2 months.
And how long will you be here?
I think for 10 more months.
So are you on a working holiday visa or?
I am on a student visa right now, so yeah,
you're studying here?
Yeah, I'm just learning Korean.
Okay. Does South Korea live up to the hype?
Yes, definitely.
How so?
Because like it depends why you come here. Like if you come here for like some fantasy, it's not worth the hype. But if you come here like to appreciate the culture, see something different, it's always going on. So it's always something going on here. So I'm very happy to be here.
And what made you come here?
My friend was really into Korea and we just wanted to go get away somewhere. So we decided to come here and it's awesome.
How have South Koreans treated you so far?
Amazing, really amazing. It's like before I came here, I thought there was going to be some problems because of some influencers and stuff. But like nobody has really done something that's bad or anything like that. It's all positive, all good vibes and really a lot of appreciation here.
Have you managed to make Korean friends?
Yes, I have.
How?
Mostly I get approached like for stuff and then
Who's
hang
approaching
out.
you, guys, girls?
I got approached once by a girl to do modeling.
Oh,
and yeah, so that
Korean girl?
it's yeah.
So you're modeling now?
Nah, I'm not into modeling to be honest with
You
you.
should do it, man. Earn some bucks.
Hey,
You're a tall guy?
yeah. I don't know. It's not my kind of thing.
Alright, fair enough. Have you been dating in South Korea?
Yeah.
How's it been?
Good. The girls are really nice.
Yeah.
Like really respectful. A tradition that I don't know at home. Like I can only give they have my heart, my whole heart.
Ah, okay. What advice would you have for anyone coming to South Korea?
Be yourself. Have fun, just go out, be open, approach people. They are very friendly here.
Fantastic, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm here with your name?
Marina,
Marina, and where are you from?
Canada.
How long have you been in South Korea?
My second day.
So this is fresh off the boat. So, second day here, do you think South Korea lives up to the hype?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, why'd you say that?
Well, the people here looks very happy, enjoying their life.
What's been the highlight of your trip so far?
The rain,
The
probably
rain?
the rain of
It was
today.
very rainy today, yeah.
So that's been the highlight? You've enjoyed the rain?
Yeah, I did.
You like rain?
It's kind of was warm rain, so it was fine.
And what advice would you have for anyone coming to South Korea about how to make the most of their time here?
Search before you coming. Search places, food, entertainment, activities.
Okay. What's been your favorite thing so far in South Korea?
Actually, going on a train. It's very fun.
Yeah, the train?
It's very fast.
Okay. Do you not have fast trains in Canada?
No, it's very scary there.
In Canada?
A lot of different strange people.
In Canada?
Yeah.
Okay, great, fantastic,
Thank you.
AJ.
AJ and
Dario.
nice. Where you from?
I'm from the US.
US?
Yeah, US.
Where in the US?
California, baby.
California,
Come on.
nice.
Yeah.
Does South Korea live up to the hype?
So I feel like we got different answers. I live out here now. I've been living
really?
out here for like 7 months.
Oh wow.
I with South Korea heavy. I really like South Korea. It's tough. It's tough.
I just got here like a couple hours ago. So,
Oh wow.
yeah.
Okay.
But
So as it's fresh off the boat, effectively, does it live up to the hype? How have you found it so far?
I think it's not that hyped up. So I think everything is underrated, if anything.
Oh, really?
That's my take.
Okay, what's underrated?
Because I feel like mostly people, when they think of Asia, like they think of Japan or whatever. But man, South Korea got going on too.
What have you seen in your short period of time so far that you really loved?
We just went to a meerkat cafe, fed some kangaroos and some meerkats.
With
yeah.
actual kangaroos?
Yeah.
That-
OD, like that shit was fire.
That sounds dope. What about you? 7 months. What are you doing here in South Korea?
So I I play basketball.
Oh, okay.
And I also teach English too.
Nice. So you play for a South Korean team?
Yeah.
Professionally?
Out in Hongchong. Yeah.
Professionally?
3x3. So a little
Okay.
different, but still
All right.
professional. Yeah.
So for you, why is South Korea? You said it's not overrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is it not overrated? What's great about it?
It's one of those places where once you go there, once you know all the spots, you know what places to go to, how to feel comfortable, you have some friends out here, it's mad comfortable. The way to live is super peaceful, but also it's turned. So it's it has a good mix of both, I feel like.
How's your Korean?
We got some few words. We got bali, chingu, 안녕하세요. We got the basics, but nothing too crazy.
So being here 7 months, how have you found it making friends in South Korea?
All right, for me, I feel like it's different. It's kind of easy.
Really?
'Cause I play basketball.
Okay.
So I meet a lot of people through that. I met a lot of foreigner friends. I met a lot of Korean friends. And then now I'm in a Korean team. So I got Korean friends through that. So I've been very blessed to be very social, but you have to kind of go out of your shell for sure. Gotta go out of your way to talk to people.
Okay. What advice would you have for anyone coming to South Korea to make it the best of their time here?
Definitely you gotta tap it with the locals, man. I think that's anywhere you go, you gotta be able to tap in with people out here. I feel like Korea is like any place. People want to learn English. People want to especially if you're English speaking. If you do something that you're interested in and they're interested in, they'll chat with you and then you can make a community out here. Once you tap in, you get a soju with the boys. You get a little beers, get a little some gifts on. It's good. It's good.
What's dating been like for you in South Korea?
Dating it's been real good. It's been real good.
Okay, how so?
I'm 3 months with my girl right now. You feel me?
Is she Korean?
Korean, yeah.
But she speaks English, she must do.
Yeah.
How did you meet?
We met a little mutual friend, little setup date. It was cool. She had a friend that knew one of my friends through basketball and set us up. It was good.
How did you approach her? How did you
She's a little shy. So I was like, oh, you look good. Just talking to her about stuff. It's similar interests and she liked me too. So it worked out. A little Han River date never, always works out, so.
What advice would you have for anyone who wants to date a Korean woman?
I feel like, they like everyone. If you good to them, they good to you. That's all I gotta say. We definitely gotta get out of Hongdae though. You ain't gonna find nothing over there, but.
And how do you two know each other?
Oh, that's my boy from
Oh, nice.
This is big bro. It's big bro.
Is this the first time you've had a friend from the States come and visit you? in South Korea?
So it's good to see a friendly face.
It is, man. Yeah.
I met a lot of people here, but they don't know me like they know me. So it's good to see my boy.
Nice. Anything else you want to say?
People pull up South Korea, man. It's tough.
For real, shout out South Korea.
Awesome, fantastic, great. Okay, I'm here with your name.
I'm Thelma.
Nice. And where are you from?
I'm from Zimbabwe, but I
Nice.
live in Perth.
You live in Perth.
Australia.
Okay. How long have you lived in Perth?
16 years now.
16 years. Oh wow. Okay. When did you arrive in South Korea?
I've only been here 24 hours.
Oh wow. Fresh off the boat. Nice. And how long will you stay?
I'm here until Monday, so I'm here for 5 days.
Wow. Okay. So first thing you do is come to an African restaurant to get some African food.
I had to look for my own food.
Okay.
I feel at home here, happy at home with soul food.
So does South Korea live up to the hype so far? Your 24 hours.
Yes, yeah. I'm impressed. I would like to come back again.
Okay. How does it live up to the hype?
The culture, the food, the people, the environment and everything and all that, it just lives up to its hype and all. Yeah, so much more that you want to come back and see more of it and all that, on a maybe longer stay, more than 5 days, of course.
What made you want to come to South Korea in the first place?
When I was planning my Japan trip last year, I thought going all the way to Japan, I might as well do the two all at once because the two are neighboring and all that. I can't come all the way just to see one country. So that's how I combined the two.
Okay. So you've already done Japan?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So South Korea versus Japan, what are your thoughts comparing the two quickly?
The two are kind of similar in a way, but different. I'm leaning more towards South Korea. Korea.
Really? Even though you've only spent 24 hours here?
I've only been here 24 hours. And coming from Australia, I'm finding South Korea is a bit cheaper than Japan, even though Japan is still relatively cheaper than Australia and all that. But South Korea, it is for me.
And what do you like about South Korea so far? What has been your favorite thing?
I just love the environment. It's so refreshing. It's such a breath of fresh air. So different from where I'm from and all that. Completely different. Even though Australia is so multicultural and all that, like there's so many people from all over Japan, South Korea, everywhere and all that. But it's just different.
Okay. And in the 24 hours you've been here, how have South Koreans treated you so far?
Very well, very good. And they are so warm and welcoming, despite the language barrier and all that. I just open my Google Maps. The first thing I'll say is hello to them and then show them, translate, yeah, and all that. And they are more than willing to help me, show directions and everything and all that. I haven't had any issues so far.
Fantastic. What advice do you have for anyone coming to South Korea?
Keep an open mind, embrace the culture, the food, the language barrier. Don't stress too much about it. Just know that the people are lovely, warm and welcoming, and don't be scared to do it. Just go out there and live your life and make the most of it and all that and have fun. You only live once.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Alex.
Nice. Where are you from?
I'm from Texas, or the States.
Nice. And how long have you been in South Korea?
I have been in here for about 5 days.
Okay, and how long will you be here in total?
I will be here till Sunday.
Okay, great. So what brought you to South Korea?
I came for vacation for my birthday.
And does South Korea live up to the hype?
I love it. Personally, I think it's so beautiful. The people are so nice. Culture is great, and I've been able to just do a lot of things.
What's been your favorite thing so far?
Honestly, I like seeing the shrines and the palaces. I've never been to anything like that.
Okay. And how have you found South Korean people? How have they treated you?
They've treated me so nicely, so much with respect. It's kind of tough without the language barrier, but I mean, they're so nice.
Yeah. So even with the language barrier, you've been able to communicate somehow?
Yeah.
How have you been able to communicate?
I use a translating app.
And they're very accommodating. They listen, yeah.
They're very nice.
Awesome. And what advice do you have for anyone coming to South Korea of how to make the most of their time?
You really just gotta just roam around and explore. Just don't be afraid to do anything.
All right. And any last comment to the world?
I'm having a great time. Wish me a happy birthday. It's tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
All right. Have a good one. I'm here with your name?
Martin.
Martin. Nice to meet you, Martin. And tell us about how long have you been in South Korea?
A couple of years.
What brought you to South Korea?
Business.
Business.
Yeah, I'm running a restaurant here.
Okay, so
we're
in Happy Home African restaurants. Yeah. They do Nigerian food as well as other food. Delicious food. I'll show some pictures. You've been here a couple of years. Does South Korea live up to the hype?
Absolutely.
Absolutely? Yeah. So you've been here for how many years again?
More than a decade.
10 years. You've been here 10 years. Okay.
More than a decade.
So over 10 years, you started this restaurant here. So after 10 years, you still think South Korea lives up to the hype. Why?
Absolutely, because I've been around. I can say that they're up to the hype, as you call it, hype, but they live up to standard. Yeah.
What standards do they live up to?
Infrastructure, technology, innovation.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you've been here 10 years and you started a business. How did you start a business in South Korea? Tell us about the history of that.
It's all about passion and the zeal to serve the humanity.
And what was the process of starting a business? Were there bureaucracy, things like that?
It wasn't easy. The challenges is more of how to bring in the food product. Here is very far from Africa.
How do you get a license to run a business or to have a business in South Korea?
Yeah, you have a legitimate visa, you can have a business here.
Okay, and what visa are you on?
I'm a permanent resident holder.
Okay, because you've been here 10 years now, you're on a permanent resident visa.
It's not just because you've been here 10 years. You can be here donkey years without even having a visa. Okay. Depends on your situation, but I'm a permanent resident holder.
How have South Koreans treated you here?
No indifferent. Like I said, I've been from Africa, they're fair enough. It's all about understanding the culture, and from understanding the culture, we find out that not that they are bad, is what it is. You understand? Like living in a place where you don't understand the language and they don't understand you, so it's totally, completely something different. So they don't know you from the onset. You don't know them. So it's all about two strangers learning each other. I can't judge them badly.
As you run an African restaurant in South Korea.
Okay.
How is it in terms of getting South Koreans to come to your restaurant and eat your food?
That's interesting. African food, especially from the West Africa, is a new culture to them. And I'm happy their zeal and their enthusiasm to come and explore our culture. They are trying, believe me, yeah. At least on a daily basis, we have a good number of Koreans trying to explore Nigerian food, African food.
And which Nigerian food or African food do you find South Koreans, when they do come here to your restaurant, order the most? What's the most popular dish that they like?
They like our tomato stew, tomato sauce, and they like the pumpkin seed soup.
Okay.
Yeah. And the goat meat. Yeah.
What about any hard food or like jollof rice or?
Oh, sorry. I forgot the main thing. They love jollof rice. Yeah. I forgot the main thing. They love jollof rice.
They love jollof rice.
Yeah.
Good. Shout out to jollof rice. It's my favorite. What advice would you have for anyone coming to South Korea to make the most of their time here?
Have an open mind. Know that this is not your country, different culture. But as long as you have an open mind, with open mind, you can adapt to it.
Fantastic.
That's it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Awesome.
Welcome.
I'm here with
Ife from
okay.
Delta State, Nigeria.
Nice to meet you. And how long have you been in South Korea?
Just a week.
And how long will you stay?
In the next 3-4 days, I should be leaving.
And what made you want to come to South Korea in the first place?
I worked with some of the South Koreans in Nigeria.
What were you doing?
And then we into equipment rentals, fabrication, and maintenance in the refineries. Okay. So the purpose of coming is to check in their equipment market to see if we can explore this market to get some stuff like the cranes, low beds, and all those things back to Nigeria, comparing it to what they have there in the US.
Fantastic. I hope it goes well. And so the question is, does South Korea live up to the hype?
Yeah. I'm amazed with what I saw on ground, for real.
What amazed you?
The cleanliness, environment, the security. It's just nice, to say the least, And
in terms of communication, how's that been? Because
not so difficult. The fact that it's a tourist town, you can easily meet those that can speak English, even not so fluently. They will definitely communicate with you. Okay. So it's not difficult at all. Yeah.
And how have South Koreans treated you in general?
No, sometimes you have, even in my country, in Lagos, if you ask some people to give you direction, they would tell you the negative, the other side of where you want to go. So it's not new to me, that kind of thing. Some South Koreans are so nice, exceptionally. Others, they don't even want to talk to you. So in some cases, you feel like, is it because of my skin color? Is it because of this? But no, don't think like that. Yeah, you just got to be positive, and then you're definitely going to see someone to give you a direction.
What have you enjoyed most in South Korea so far?
The life of the tourist, meeting several people from several nations around the world.
Yes.
Is the fun for me.
What advice would you have for anyone coming to South Korea of how to make the most of their time here?
Like my friend said earlier, you be open. If you are a thief or you have the mind to be a criminal, you have to change that, okay?
Stop it. Get some help.
And try to be good. Just try to be good. The system will be good to you, for real.
Fantastic. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Unlike my country, Nigeria, please try to tell our leaders, even around Africa, they are misbehaving. Tell them to change their ways.
Amen.
Yeah, we can do better. We can be better, we Africans, okay? We got the natural resources. We got all it takes. We are intelligent people. You see, you don't mess with us. Tell them to stop corruption. Corruption is our problem. Okay? Thank you.
What a fun video. I've got lots of opportunities to interview South Korean people, so if there are any questions you want me to ask South Korean people, please put them in the comment section. Let me know what else you'd like to see. Thank you for watching, and catch you in the next one. Hi everyone, my name is Korede, and I'm embarking on an exciting challenge going from 2,000 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers in 1 month. I need your help to achieve this. I am a YouTuber. I make great, exciting videos, traveling, asking people about hot topics. You can check out my videos, subscribe, follow, share, and like. Let's hit this target of 10,000 subscribers in 1 month. Together we can do this. Let the internet unite, and let's make this happen.